Hi, hello, how are you doing? So it's Juliet here, and I just wanted to give you a little update about what's happening and what's happening at Healing Waters, and my take on what's happening in the world at the moment. So I promise to keep it really brief. Have a tendency to meander a little bit. So yeah, I'm really well, and it's been a very challenging year. But Healing Waters is doing well. We're thriving, and thriving in the sense that I've set Healing Waters up as a sanctuary, that it's a place for people to come to find resource, to find comfort, and to be able to be calm and still, and have that time for self-reflection, which is so important. And right now I'm not at Healing Waters, I'm in France. I have this place in France where I've lived for a long time, and in between Glastonbury and this place in France where I'm also doing healing work and trauma healing, and hoping ultimately to rebuild my beautiful barn and have a trauma healing centre here. So yes, a lot's been going on in the world, hasn't it? And it's like, my goodness, what a terribly challenging and painful time it's been for so many people right now, and my heart really goes out to all those people in pain that have been suffering. And just to say a prayer for them daily, each night before I go to sleep, I say a prayer for my loved ones, my family. And I think it's really down to us at this point in time to make a change in the world. It's really important, and we've thought for a long time, oh, well, what can I do? I'm so, it's just me. What difference can I make? But it's like, just me is like one of the millions of cells in my body, just me, and it's like my body wouldn't be functioning if each one of those cells wasn't doing its part. So as a human family, we are each powerful to do our part, and we are infinite beings of light, infinite, way more than you can possibly imagine. And we just, if we can open to that and trust in that we do make a difference. And excuse me, each day I just try to shine my light as best as I can. And I think that's what it's about, for each one of us to show up in our own way with an act of kindness. It could be an act of self-care. It could be getting in touch with yourself, that creative spark that's within you, and energizing it, nourishing yourself, allowing that to ignite. And sometimes when it's been really dark, especially as it has been over the last few years, it feels so impossible to ignite that spark. But we can do it, and we do it together. So it's about each one of us helping each other up. And although we're in this dark time now, and it feels like so many things are tumbling around us, there's an incredible movement for renewal, for restoration, to change what's been happening on the planet. And I think one of the significant things is to move away from this feeling like I'm not good enough, I feel shame, I'm bad, and to realize that is a kind of external program that's been put on us in some way. And to, it's hard to pick this out because of our collective trauma. We can't see outside of the fact that what we experience is not reality. What we experience is we're experiencing from the place of this collective traumatization, and that if we can step outside of that box and realize that there are other things, this isn't normal. What we perceive is normal and we feel shame about, this is not the normal state of humanity, that we can step outside that box and live to our highest potential, live from the heart, and really connect with each other and love each other and love ourselves, and to go through that feeling of shame. That we've been indoctrinated, if you like, into this feeling like we're all responsible for terrible things happening on the planet. And, you know, are we responsible for all of those things? And, you know, where you personally can see a way of stepping up and being better in your life, then, you know, that is your path to do that. But not to be feeling, I can't do anything, I'm so flawed. Yeah, you're not flawed. We are not flawed. Humanity is not flawed. And that's really my message, is that humanity is not flawed. And we're at this time right now, it's the change of the seasons, it's October, and it's kind of taken on this feeling of like, oh well, you know, Halloween and all that kind of stuff, but that's not got a good feeling, Halloween and all that, like connecting with horror and darkness. Traditionally this is Samhain, the time of transition, the time of, if you like, remembering our ancestors, and remembering for each one of us to actually connect back to our ancestral line. And yes, there's a lot of trauma back there, and there's this generational trauma that's been happening, but can we connect back and feel into the goodness that's flowed forward, the goodness that flows forward into my life, into our lives, and knowing that each one of us has always done the best that they can in the circumstances that they've had, and that there is nothing to feel shame for. So this is a time for, if you like, lighting a candle, connecting back and honouring our ancestors, honouring that ancestral line. And here in France, I've been thinking a lot about this valley where my house is. There was a Nazi massacre, and horrendous things happened here. And I also lived through a lot of very difficult things for many years. And for me, it's all about redemption and healing of that, and bringing forward the positive changes. And I'm using this time to write. I've just published a book, Healing Stress, Anxiety and Fear, Healing Trauma in Simple Steps. And that's a self-help book that for all of you that are struggling in some way, this is really helpful to begin to heal that nervous system activation, and to be able to have a calmer state of being. Well, following on from that book, I thought that I would talk more about our collective trauma and things that come from damaged attachment and so on, that's happened as a result of all the wars and so on that's happened on the planet. So in this theme of healing shame, I'm calling this book Unashamedly Me. It's an autobiography, and in my 71 years I've seen a lot of changes on the planet, and I myself have been through an enormous amount, and in this book I'm gathering in the wisdom of what I've learnt and sharing with you, and hopefully giving you some inspiration that you too, that your life is really, really important. Your life was meant to be, you are meant to be here on this planet, and you have a gift and you have a purpose, and it's time to show up unashamedly and to be who you are, and to bring forth that majesty, that Christed consciousness of who you are as a being of infinite light. So that's my message, a little rambling, but that's the way I am. I apologise for nothing. So leaving you with a prayer. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti. Be well, be blessed.